Welcome to the deep dive. We dig into fascinating sources to pull out those key insights, helping you stay informed without getting buried in information.
That's the goal.
So today, we're tackling something I hear about a lot from English learners. Maybe your grammar's solid, vocab's great, but it just doesn't sound quite
Fluent, natural.
exactly. The words feel a bit separate, maybe a little robotic sometimes.
Right. It's a super common hurdle.
Well, get ready for a bit of an aha moment, because today we're unpacking, I think, maybe the coolest secret to natural-sounding English. It's called connected speech.
It really is fascinating, and it's something native speakers do completely unconsciously.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a casual sentence, maybe half the sounds might be blended or even dropped entirely.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, and yet we understand each other perfectly. That's connected speech in action.
Yeah.
So our mission today is basically to show you how this hidden system works.
How words kind of melt together in real conversation.
Exactly. And knowing this can be a huge shortcut to sounding more natural yourself.
Oh, I totally remember when this clicked for me. It felt like getting a secret decoder ring for conversations I was hearing, like unlocking a new level.
Yeah, it changes how you hear and speak English.
So let's break it down. What exactly is connected speech?
Well, at its heart, it's just how sounds change when we speak naturally and, at a normal pace. They merge, sometimes they shift, sometimes they even disappear.
Okay, so it's not about being sloppy or lazy.
Not at all. It's actually about efficiency. And it gives English that sort of musical quality it has.
Right. And you mentioned there are like 4 main ways this happens, these pillars we're going to explore.
That's right. We'll look at linking, then intrusion, elision, which is dropping sounds, and finally, the big one, stress and rhythm.
Okay, pillars. I like that.
And we'll walk you through each one. Lots of examples you can listen for and, try out yourself.
Perfect. So first up is linking. This feels like the most straightforward one to me.
It often is, yeah.
It's just when the last sound of a word kind of flows right into the first sound of the next one.
Yeah.
Creates that smooth connection.
Exactly. And this is crucial because learners sometimes try to pronounce every single sound very distinctly.
Right, like reading from a book.
Yeah. But think about, say, go on. If you say go on, there's a little gap. But naturally, we say go on. That O sound just links straight into the on.
Okay, go one. I hear that. Or she is nice. You almost never hear she is nice.
Nope. It just smooths out.
To she's nice. We're linking she and this. We do it all the time without thinking.
Totally automatic for native speakers.
Okay, so listeners, try this one. Say turn it off. But try to make it flow, like turn it off.
Yeah, feel that connection.
Or take it easy. Try saying take it easy.
It's that smoothness. The big takeaway here really is that linking helps your English flow more like music.
Yeah, less like a robot reading words.
Exactly, not like a robot. Much more natural.
Okay, so linking joins sounds smoothly. But then the next one, intrusion, is kind of the opposite, isn't it?
Right.
You're saying we sometimes add sounds.
We do. It sounds weird, but yes. We sometimes add a little sound between words, usually between vowel sounds, just to make the transition even smoother. Like an invisible bridge, as you said earlier.
An invisible bridge, right. Okay, give me an example.
Sure. Think about I saw it. Very often, a native speaker will naturally say, I saw it.
Saw-rit. Okay, I hear that little R sound creeping in.
Mm-hmm. It's not written there, but it helps bridge the saw and the it.
Huh. Okay. What about another one?
How about they are here? Often you'll hear that as they are here.
They are here. A little Y sound. Wow. Okay.
A Y or a W sound can often intrude between vowels.
So when I'm practicing this, like I saw it, should I be consciously trying to stick an R in there? Or does it just happen?
That's a really good question. It's less about consciously forcing it and more about aiming for the overall flow and rhythm. As you speak faster and more naturally, these intrusive sounds often just emerge.
So focus on the smoothness, not the extra sound itself.
Exactly. And to catch these when you're listening, pay attention to where one word ends in a vowel and the next starts with one. That's prime territory for intrusion.
Got it. Okay, listeners, let's try a couple. How about go on it? Try for go on it.
Hear that tilla sound? Go on it.
And maybe he is honest. Try he is honest.
He is honest. That little yai helps it flow. It's subtle, but it makes a difference.
Okay, linking connects, intrusion adds. What's next? You said elision.
Elision, yes. And this one is kind of the opposite again. This is where sounds get dropped.
Okay, so if you're listening to fast English and feel like sounds are missing,
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
You're definitely not wrong. That's elision. Our mouths are basically taking shortcuts to keep up the speed. It happens a lot with P and dade sounds, especially when they're squished between other consonant sounds.
Right, like they get squeezed out.
Pretty much. A classic example is next day. We write the T, we know it's there, but when we say it quickly, it often just becomes next day.
Next day. Yeah, the T just vanishes.
It does. Or think about old man.
Okay.
Very commonly becomes old man. The dead sound gets dropped.
Oh, man. Okay. And again, this isn't lazy speech.
Not at all. It's efficiency. Our brains are actually amazing at predicting and filling in these missing sounds, especially if the rhythm is clear. It's like a linguistic shortcut.
A shortcut the brain likes.
Okay.
Okay, let's get the listeners involved. Try saying friendship, but aim for friendship.
The friendship. Drop that top.
And how about most people? Try making it most people.
Most people. That tech goes missing. It's all about keeping that smooth flow we talked about with linking.
Yeah, once you start listening for this stuff, you really do hear it everywhere.
You absolutely do. It kind of changes how you perceive spoken English.
Okay, so we've had linking, intrusion, elision.
Yeah.
But you said the last one, stress and rhythm, is maybe the most important.
I think arguably, yes. For overall comprehension and sounding natural, it's huge. It's often overlooked, but it's really where the music of English happens. English has this very distinct beat.
A beat. How so?
Well, unlike some languages, we don't give equal importance to every single word in a sentence. Some words get stressed, they're louder, longer, maybe higher pitched. These are usually the strong words.
Strong words, like the important ones.
Exactly. The content words, nouns, main verbs, adjectives, adverbs, they carry the core meaning.
Okay. And the other words?
The other words are typically weak, they're unstressed, shorter, quieter. These are often the grammar words, prepositions, articles, auxiliary verbs. They provide the structure, but not the main message.
Gotcha. So give me an example sentence.
Okay, how about, I'm going to the store?
I'm going to the store. Okay.
Where does stress there? What feels important?
Going and store.
Exactly, I'm going to the store. The rhythm is kind of like da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da. I hear it. It's like a little drum beat.
It really is. Try saying it like that, listeners. I'm going to the store.
Yeah.
Really hit those stressed words.
Let's try another. How about, she wants to call you.
Okay. Where's the stress?
Wants and call. She wants to call you.
Perfect. Da-da-da-da-da. One more. He went to the bank.
He went to the bank.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You got it. Oh.
And this rhythm, this stress pattern, it isn't just for style points. It's fundamental to understanding English.
How so?
Because our brains rely on that rhythm. It helps us predict words and process speech incredibly quickly. It's why we can often understand someone even if their pronunciation isn't perfect or if some sounds are dropped due to elision. We're following the beat.
Wow. So the rhythm actually helps us fill in the gaps left by things like elision.
Precisely. It's all interconnected. It's like the underlying framework.
That is a huge insight. Okay, so we've got these 4 pillars. Linking, intrusion, elision, stress, and rhythm. That's a lot to think about. How do people actually practice putting it all together?
Yeah, it can seem like a lot, but the best way I know is a technique called shadowing.
Shadowing, what's that?
It's basically listening to someone speak English, maybe recording a podcast, anything, and trying to repeat what they say almost immediately after them, like their shadow.
So not waiting for them to finish the sentence, but talking along with them, just slightly behind.
Exactly. You're trying to mimic not just the words, but the rhythm, the linking, the intonation, everything in real time.
That sounds challenging.
It is at first, but it's incredibly effective for building that muscle memory and internalizing these natural patterns of connected speech.
Okay. Can we try a few examples right now, maybe combining some of these features?
Absolutely. Let's do some integrated practice. So listeners, listen closely to the phrase and then try to echo it back, mimicking the connected sound. Ready?
Ready?
First one. I saw it yesterday. Think about intrusion and maybe some elision. It might sound like, I saw-rit yesterday. Try that.
I saw-rit yesterday. Okay.
Good. Next one. Turn it off before bed. Focus on the linking. Turn it off before bed.
Turn it off before bed. Feel the flow.
Nice. And one more. Next time we meet, remember elision. Next time we meet.
Next time we meet. Got it.
You hear how those flow much more naturally than saying every single sound?
Definitely. It feels smoother.
That's the goal. And the key, honestly, is just consistent practice. Even 5 minutes a day of focused listening or shadowing can make a huge difference over time. You start to hear it, then you start to do it.
So just to quickly recap then, we dove into the 4 main secrets or pillars of connected speech today. We had linking, where sounds connect smoothly like go one.
Right.
Then intrusion, adding small sounds for flow like I saw-rit.
Yep, the R or Y
Then Elision, dropping sounds for speed like nex-day.
getting rid of those tricky T's and E's sometimes.
And finally, the big one, stress and rhythm. The musical beat of English, stressing those key content words like she wants to call you.
Da, 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 da. Exactly. These are the tools, the techniques that native speakers use all the time, totally instinctively.
Without even realizing it.
Pretty much. But now you know the secrets. You're equipped with this understanding of how English really sounds in natural conversation. It's a genuine shortcut to sounding more fluent.
It really does feel like unlocking something crucial. Okay, before we wrap up, here's something to think about until our next deep dive.
Ooh, a provocative thought.
Yeah, something to chew on. We talked about sounds and rhythm today, but how does intonation and emotion change everything in English?
Ah, yes. The melody on top of the rhythm.
Exactly. Think about how just changing your tone, going up or down with your voice, can completely alter the meaning of the exact same words. Is it a question? Is it sarcasm? Are you excited? Annoyed?
It's a whole other layer, isn't it?
It really is. Something to ponder as you keep practicing and listening to that natural English sound.